beat up the guy next to you.
Alright, so here we go. Greninja versus Robin.
VT Drumline, he's about to beat the shit out of his competition. He's trained, dude. Alright. That's a sick jacket, though. What is it? I mean, it takes more than a sick jacket to win. And I'm curious to see how tracking goes, because I haven't seen him before. It's the second time here, but like,
One thing I know
he
is
was
that
seated decently high.
that 1 week. I really haven't seen him much like since before.
So like, it could very much be one of those things where he needs to prove how good he is. And beating Kev is a very, very good way to do that. So he's definitely fighting for something more than just a bracket win right now. Well, Kev is just kind of fighting to stay alive. He's fighting to make it to the next level. So he's definitely he's using a lot of like Greninja's speed to sort of play a footsie game, and sort of deciding when to rush in. But he's using a lot of areas. So that as he immediately hits an up smash, but like I'm noticing that he's going in for a lot of these like weird aerials because Greninja inherently doesn't have any like amazing approach aerials. So it's very interesting to see like how Greninja decide to end up approaching. Like forward air takes so long, but would be a very good approach tool. So recently, Robin did get some buffs. I know the air was sped up. I know, if I'm correct, Zoran is now fast dragged on up there, which is good. Well, I don't think that's going to actually be a huge deal. I think it is nice because you can sit at better positioning during that the summon platform time, and also get the arc later. The tracking is like definitely keeping this very even. He's making a lot of like very safe trades. He's not trading because he's going in for a lot of safe approaches. And he's definitely trying to set up a bit of an advantage state by keeping some pressure on. That was actually a very good job he did at avoiding that arc fire. He's like jumped over it. Like, track is good. I like to play a lot.
Trying to get that item combo.
Yeah. Dude, item combos are like so swaggy.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, I don't need to know how to do this combo to do it on you. I've just thought of it and now I'm on it. Like, in my opinion, it's a very good show of how skilled you are. Is like how like crazy is your combo with an item you can use.
Yeah. How much can you improvise?
Yeah. Tracking definitely being like, hey, by the way, because I haven't shown up does not mean I'm back.
Tracking just going all around Kev. Kev is able to catch him with that lemon sword. I think that's
So I'm curious to see how like Kev adapts here, because Kev definitely is the kind of player to adapt. I'm curious if play went for Thor on there as well. Yeah. It might have been a difference in how fast he charges up. That might have been it. But like Kev normally plays a very patient game that like really goes in when he really has to. But tracking is kind of on top of him like the whole time.
off stage. Oh my goodness! Almost gets on that side. Wrong direction.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have hit if it went in the other direction, because the hitbox would have been pointed in the other direction. I don't think it would have worked, although I'm not confident. So right now, Track is definitely trying to finish off the stock. I'm not entirely sure if Greninja has many strong focus firm options. Like, I don't exactly know what he's searching for, other than sort of just a hard read. But that's exactly what Kev's searching for. Yeah.
I'm always 3 steps ahead.
Yeah, so tracking like very much knows what he's doing. Even in like the banter in between the sets, he knows that like it was probably a CI. Like just because he hasn't shown up before here does not mean he's a bad player by any stretch of the imagination. I think we should expect some pretty good play. I'm curious to see how skilled he is to adapt, because that's sort of like, in my opinion, the hallmark of like a really strong player is like noticing what you did wrong in a match, and then whether or not you change it in between matches or during that match is really important.
Just learning from your mistakes and just analyzing right on the spot. Right on the spot.
The highest echelon of players love to like switch up very quickly and sort of like mid-set realize what they did wrong and then keep doing it during that set. to see if that's safe or it's just because you hit it from the wrong direction. Because that doesn't feel super safe to me. I'll check. Ooh, nice.
Projectile game. Keeping backing off stage. Able to get back on though.
Yeah. He's got a full 11 sword, so he should definitely sort of be in his advantage right now. So I think what's an interesting change of pace is that like tracking is playing considerably more patient. JP is now off the mic. Solo time. All right. He's playing considerably more patient now that he's sort of like had some time to adjust in between matches. So right now, I guess Kev's still playing a very patient game. So what sort of Kev's game plan with Robin is to very patiently wait for them to make a mistake and then get a several hit string with Levin Sword or one of his projectiles and sort of setting up from that. He plays in a very intelligent style where you're trying, like, he's trying to give you just enough rope to hang yourself. Like, it's one of those situations. Like, you're going to make your own mistakes because he's planned the situation out ahead. Very tacticianly. Because he has things like setups with Arcfire, he's trying to go for more intelligent reads as opposed to sort of just like winning out in neutral. Because Robin just really isn't that strong of a character to do a kind of game plan like that. Like, if you're able to sort of neutral someone to death, and it's like, and the skill gap isn't massive, it's sort of a sign of a very strong character. While I don't think Robin can do that, sort of this ability to play like incredibly cognitively and coherently is important for sure. With these like lingering hitboxes from these various projectiles, I think that's incredibly important. As well as sort of another really important addition to how he's able to get away with such a patient style is Levin Sword. And like pretty much every time Kev is on, there, I mention how ridiculously good Levin Sword is. Because in my opinion, if Levin Sword didn't have such limited durability, it would be an incredibly strong move. Like, it's already an incredibly strong move, but like the durability is really what makes it like balanced, in my opinion. It might be like, yeah, I don't know. It of course wouldn't be like fair if it didn't have any